Ukraine's Kursk gamble backfires. Thousands of troops face encirclement. Ukraine's bold Kursk offensive, launched as a strategic gamble to gain leverage in potential peace negotiations, appears to be collapsing as Russian forces have successfully encircled most Ukrainian troops in the region. Open-source intelligence maps reveal that Ukrainian forces, who once controlled over 1,000 square kilometers of Russian territory, are now trapped in an ever-shrinking pocket facing imminent defeat. The deterioration of Ukraine's position accelerated dramatically between March 7 to 11, 2025, as Russian counterattacks recaptured key settlements including Sudzha, the largest town under Ukrainian control. Thousands of Ukrainian soldiers from elite airborne brigades now face the choice between withdrawal under fire or potential capture as Russian forces tighten their grip. Ukraine's initial August 2024 incursion into Kursk Oblast marked a dramatic escalation in the conflict, with Ukrainian forces advancing up to 14 kilometers into Russian territory and capturing 11 settlements in the opening days. At its peak, Ukrainian forces controlled approximately 1,000 square kilometers and held hundreds of Russian prisoners of war. The operation achieved several tactical successes, including the capture of the Sudzha gas hub that feeds European pipeline networks, and the first occupation of Russian territory since World War II. Ukrainian President Zelensky promoted the offensive as creating exchange fund leverage for future negotiations and demonstrating Ukraine's ability to carry war to Russian soil. However, the strategic gamble now appears to have backfired spectacularly. Russian reinforcements systematically reduced Ukrainian holdings through methodical counterattacks, while Ukrainian forces struggled to maintain supply lines across hostile territory. The Institute for the Study of War assessed that most Ukrainian positions became untenable as Russian forces regained tactical initiative. President Putin's initial fury at the incursion led to multiple deadline demands for expelling Ukrainian forces, first by October 2024, then January 2025. The eventual Russian success in nearly encircling Ukrainian troops represents a significant military and political victory for Moscow, demonstrating improved defensive capabilities and strategic patience. The Kursk operation's failure could severely impact Ukraine's negotiating position in any future peace talks with Russia. President Trump's repeated calls for negotiations to end the war make Ukraine's territorial losses in Kursk particularly damaging to Kyiv's diplomatic leverage. International implications extend beyond immediate military consequences, as the operation's collapse may influence Western assessments of Ukrainian military capabilities and strategic decision-making. The loss of elite airborne units would represent a significant degradation of Ukraine's offensive potential.